AITA for not delaying my wedding because my sister is going through a terrible divorce? My sister Rachel is separating from her husband Mark. Somebody anonymously sent Mark a letter in the mail claiming their 3 kids weren't his. Ages 1, 3 and 4. Mark took a paternity test because the letter was so detailed he had a feeling it might be true. The results came back and he wasn't the father of any of the kids. Mark now wants nothing to do with my sister or my nieces and nephew. It's been hard on her and everyone has been shaken. The problem is my fiancé and I are getting married soon. Everything is set for the end of October and everyone is excited. But Rachel, she's told me multiple times to change the wedding date so she can heal from the trauma of her husband abandoning her and their children. I told her no and she burst into tears claiming I wasn't being supportive and she wasn't coming. My fiancé's family have all booked time off to come to this wedding because they live out of state. She claims I'm choosing his family over her. AITA? NTA op. You already had the day basically ready. People already have that time off. And personal bias. Halloween wedding? That better go through. Your sister talks about getting over trauma. Yet she's the one that I'm sure broke a man? Enjoy your wedding and bust out a monster bash. She can take this time to either look for a sitter for the kids or learn how to deal with her own choices in life. All 3 of their children aren't his? That she repeatedly cheated on her husband and is now dealing with the consequences does not mean you don't get to move along with your life's plan. How would that sound? Anyway, I'm postponing my wedding so my sister that basically cheated on her husband 3x can feel supported. NTA. NTA. Your sister caused much of her own trauma. She lied and I would assume cheated on her husband so he left her. She wasn't just abandoned. Enjoy your wedding. Probably best if she wasn't there anyways. NTA at all in the slightest. Your sister is upset because her infidelity and lies finally caught up with her and her piggy bank husband is taking his life back. She doesn't deserve your support. Not even your sympathy. She claims I'm choosing his family over her. Well duh. You're not marrying her, are you? Given a choice between your future husband and a woman who cheated and had kids as a result 3 times. It's not even a choice. I told her no and she burst into tears claiming I wasn't being supportive and she wasn't coming. And nothing of value was lost. She's told me multiple times to change the wedding date so she can heal from the trauma of her husband abandoning her and their children. You mean the children she lied to him about fathering for about 4 years? She's a piece of work. She brought her own trauma on herself and can heal on her own damn time. NTA. NTA. If she wanted to politely decline the invite, that'd be one thing. I'd be inclined to be pretty magnanimous about it. But asking you to reschedule? Yeah. No. It's on her to bear the consequences, fallout of her own shitty actions. Not on everyone else. So keep your wedding date. And just in case, maybe assign a trusted family member, friend to keep an eye on her during the event. In case she needs a shoulder to cry on or, God forbid, throws a tantrum or something. Your sister is a snake. No way would I delay my wedding to support her. NTA. People will focus on the fact your sister cheated and got caught. That has no bearing on your choice not to move your wedding date. Even if your sister's husband was the villain here, you would have no obligation to move the wedding date. Your sister's situation may mean she is unable to celebrate your marriage. She is not the star of the wedding. You are. Good luck and congratulations. NTA. She's told me multiple times to change the wedding date so she can heal from the trauma of her Husband abandoning her and their children. What does she mean, their children? Doesn't she mean her children? She cheated, this is all on her. She claims I'm choosing his family over her. She choose her affair over her family and she broken it. Her trauma. Question mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark. How the hell does she think her ex feels? NTA. NTA. Rescheduling 2 months before the wedding is bound to be a costly logistical nightmare, and it's not like her situation is going to improve in the near future much anyway. How long would she expect you to hold off on marrying your love? You have to live your life. Absolutely NTA. Yours and your husband's wedding is much more important. Secondly, how reckless do you have to be to not only cheat on your husband, but get pregnant 3 times as a result? She deserves everything coming to her. Her husband didn't abandon her. She betrayed him. You can't put your life on hold because she fucked up hers. NTA. NTA, she's a little loco in the coco. Sorry for being so blunt here. Your sister's whoring around is not cause for you to put your life on hold. NTA. NTA. If your sister ran around on her husband not once, not twice, but enough to get pregnant 3 times with children that weren't her husband's, she gets what she deserves. Your wedding is already planned. People have made arrangements. Not to mention changing plans this close to such a big event often means large extra costs from vendors. Does your sister even know who the fathers of her children are? She can go to them with her sob story. Her husband didn't abandon her and their children. He left a cheating tramp. Your nieces and nephew were the only innocent ones in all of this. So get married. Then do what you can to make sure the kids know they have at least one person in their family who is stable, can set a good example and loves them. NTA. Your sister sounds very, very entitled. The situation she's in is unfortunate for her husband and children. But your life does not revolve around her and her self-inflicted pain. She can always skip the wedding. Enjoy this wonderful time. Don't let her ruin it. You are not choosing his family over her. You are living your life and choosing yourself over someone who is highly self-centered. Dude, she is an abomination to everything marriage represents. You should uninvite her for fear of bad omens on your own marriage. NTA. Your sister is a real piece of work. Nauseated face also, don't be supportive. She did this. NTA. This is something long planned. She may as well have asked the school to reschedule the start of their school year. It's understandable her not wanting to come. Expecting you to delay months of planning due to her indiscretions is unreasonable.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.